Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. On the Patriots sideline, a look at their head coach. Her squad trying to get back in the win column following the loss a week ago. On the other side, it's the Tennessee head coach. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what... With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. Off we go from Nashville. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
For a Patriots first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Throwing on second down, May. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
And the Patriots first down.
Off the play fake, here's May. On the move left. Off he goes. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
First down. First and goal, New England.
May gonna hold on to this one. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Second and goal. On play action, here's May. Throw on the run is complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
We'll try and set up the tight end screen.
May's pass. Complete to Henry.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on 4th down. Well, clearly this coach wanted to come out aggressive early. They decide not to settle for the field goal by going for it on 4th and goal, and they are turned away. What a great stop early in this game by this defense.
So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the number 1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
I don't think there's any way around it, Mike. I mean, this has been a disastrous start. for this season. I know their expectations were clearly higher than how things have played out. At this point in the season, you just need to get a win. However it comes, whatever it looks like, you've got to change the energy in that building, because the only way to learn how to win in the NFL is to win.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 8 yards to go.
And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the jet sweep with Diggs. Uh-oh. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go play action with May. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Titans may have recovered, yes. Tennessee ball. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
He's across midfield.
With that, I will give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game.
2nd and 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action, it's Ward. He has Lockett over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
18.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. Once again, right back to Lockett. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Good blocking, and he's in. Cam Ward. Touchdown, Titans. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal.
Makes the score Titans 7, Patriots 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Slides to kick it away.
For Tennessee.
To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Patriots take over.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He's taken down
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A give up the middle to Stevenson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brought down right at the
3rd down, they need 5.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now, May. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and that's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 36.
Here comes the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
A 1-yard
It is
loss on the
3rd
play.
and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Shotgun snap for Ward. That's taken in by Burks. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a 1st down.
That's good.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Titans out to the early lead. We're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. First and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
18 more yards. That's another Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
13 more yards. That's another Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Second down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Ward. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Milton Williams getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
The defense's strategy down here defending their own red area, Mike, is either takeaways or field goals. And I think after that last sack, This drive is trending a little bit more towards 3. A couple plays ago, it was looking a lot more like they were going to give up 6.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tony Pollard, touchdown Tennessee. That is first touchdown this year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Patriots 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Marcus Jones now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's May. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
A run here with Stevenson. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2 yards.
May going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Gibson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45.
1st and 10.
Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Back to throw is Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's
now it's Ward.
At the 50-yard line.
He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Titans 1st down.
That's good for a Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6.
2nd down.
Throwing, Ward.
Patriots 32-yard line.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
6 yards to go.
To throw is Ward. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nicholas Morrow.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here's May to throw it on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
May to throw on second down. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. Here's third down and a few inches.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll try to sneak it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's first and 10.
And the Patriots first down.
Off the play fake, here's May. Open man there, it is Bourne. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another
14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Patriots first down. Out of the gun, here's May. Down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down.
They'll run on first down with Stevenson. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. It is 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Good blocking, and he's in. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. Now Andres Borregamas for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats have cut the deficit to 5.
Titans 14. Patriots 9.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
34-yard line.
Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Made by Harold Landry. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Ward. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. And that is incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Here's Ward. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions. And so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
A carry now for Gibson. Oh, the ball's out. The Titans may have recovered, yes. Tennessee ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's One of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Titans first down.
Now a handoff to Pollard. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Jabril Peppers up from his safety spot to bring him down.
A gain of 4.
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. This one batted away. It's incomplete. This is 3rd and 6.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Ward. He's got his tight end. That's a Okonkwo. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it is incomplete. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Pollard. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
He was taken down behind.
Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This about as short as you can get. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
9 yards to go.
He finds the veteran Lockett. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. On fourth down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. Back deep is Marcus Jones. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
To the 49-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
They'll go again here with Stevenson. Oh, a loose football. The Titans have got it. A big effort for the defense to come up not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's 1st and goal.
Great awareness, Mike, by the defender. Not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner. Thought he was going to score for a minute, but either way, his offense now is in prime position, 1st and goal, hoping to capitalize.
The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. And now, following the fumble return, what a place to start. It is 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown Titans. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Patriots 9.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Jones now on the return. Ooh.
Marcus Jones.
The Patriots offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense,
and this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
On 1st and 10, Ward. He's got it. That's Burks. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that walk. 1st down for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. That is caught, back corner of the end zone. Traylon Burks, touchdown Tennessee. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans will extend this third quarter lead.
Patriots 9.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And maybe a little more conservative approach following that interception on the last drive. With nobody open, instead of forcing it downfield, he just throws it away, and you can tell he's trying to avoid another costly mistake.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Gibson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, Ward. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Christian Barmore getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kyle Duggar.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Patriots.
May now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Throwing on second down, May. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
To Mario Douglas. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
May to throw again. He'll dump this out wide to Gibson. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to fourth down. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Patriots cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Drop play. Here comes Pollard. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
That's taken in by Burks. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
14 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Into the hands of Lockett. Complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing is Ward. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Milton Williams in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down. Now it's Ward. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. That's hot. And he will go all the way. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown Titans. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans tack on one more to their lead.
38. Patriots 12.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. On the return, here comes Gibson. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Douglas in motion. On the ground, Gibson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 44 now. Here's second and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is May. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 10.
Douglas in
First
motion.
down, New England.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it's third down.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. They're going. It's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
At this point, they're just trying to make something positive happen here late in the 4th quarter. This secondary blanketed the entire field, and the ball ends up falling into the wrong arms.
The Titans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And this game really just illustrates how important home field is in the NFL. On paper, this didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll be one of the biggest surprises around the league this weekend. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
And 10.
Here's Ward. Middle of the field, he's got Okonkwo. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Titan 1st down. Play action. Ward. That's caught down the field is Burks. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
And goal to go.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, it's Ward. Rolling right, and he's into the end zone. Cam Ward. Touchdown, Tennessee. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans will add one more onto their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And in motion, it's Diggs. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's May. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is May. This one complete to Bourne. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. He'll get this out wide. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
May to the air once more. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the 1st down.
That's good for the Patriots. 1st down.
To throw again is May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
34 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Stevenson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here's 2nd and 9. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw now, May. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Arden Key.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Titans offense back onto the field for their next possession. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Off play action, it's Ward. Throw to the right flat, it is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the handoff, Pollard. The ball comes out, and the Patriots are going to recover.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will have a Titans first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Pollard. From the 29. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Pollard. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Down at the 18-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Down at the 17-yard line.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Ward. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
On 4th down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Jones now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep with Diggs. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll give this to Stevenson running right. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. On the give, this is Stevenson.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
The Titans offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field, and he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Titans. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.